Virgos, welcome to Ascending Spiritually. So this is going to be for January 14th to the 20th. Keep in mind that this is a general reading, so that means not all the messages are going to resonate. And if you'd like something tailored specifically for you, the information to book that reading is in the description box below, which will take you to my website. So the gender of the cards don't matter. You may have to switch the roles, and if it doesn't resonate, it's simply just not your week and someone else needed that message more. We have Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords, Six of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Justice, the Wheel, and Seven of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, you've been having a hard time the last couple of months, either because, you're not getting the same energy that you're putting out to other people, or you've just been dealing with a lot on your shoulders. The Nine of Wands is somebody who has been wounded, and you're also guarded in some type of way. Some of you have been suffering headaches or just a wounding to the soul. With the Ten of Wands, it shows that you're just carrying too much on your shoulders. This is someone who's weighed down by their responsibilities. So if you can delegate what you have to do to other people, please do so, and don't feel prideful or be in your ego when it comes to asking for help, because sometimes, people have a hard time with that. But you're overextending yourself to people that don't reciprocate that same energy. So don't do too much for other people who are not willing to do the same for you. With the Ace of Swords, you're now seeing things clearly. You may have been in the energy of being in an illusion, whether it was with another person that you had feelings for, or just in an illusion with how people were treating you, but now you're seeing the harsh truth of the situation. Regardless of what you've been through, just know that victory does await you. It's just going to be some time before you get there. And with the Six of Cups, this is the time for you to focus on yourself, your own needs. The Six of Cups is also the energy of childhood or nostalgia, so you may be thinking of someone that's no longer in your life and missing them. This person may end up reaching out, or vice versa. You may want to reach out to this individual. Just be sure that you don't have a lot of high expectations, because there is a chance that your expectations could be crushed. Maybe because this person does not reciprocate the same feelings, or, things just don't align with this individual. Nine of Wands is also here to show that you're like the wounded warrior. You're a soldier. You have been through so much up until this point. And if no one's told you, you should be so proud of yourself, because not a lot of people can handle this. This type of havoc and turmoil could crush anyone that's in it. But it's like you've had the courage and the strength to really push through. With the Five of Pentacles, you've also been feeling like you're left out in the cold, unappreciated, taken for granted. People have not reciprocated the same type of love, effort, and energy that you brought to them. And in a way, it's like you can't expect people to have the same energy that you provide. So it's almost as if like you're looking for yourself in other people. So you have to give without really expecting anything in return. Because when you do expect something, that brings up, the energy of disappointment. But with Justice, everything that you've done for others is going to come back to you tenfold. So even if someone has done you wrong or mistreated you, they're going to have to pay for that in some type of way. Some of you have like an Egyptian ancestry line, or something about Egypt has always intrigued you. If you can do some studying, or just maybe traveling to Egypt if you can within your lifetime, I feel like you're going to go through some sort of download. Something about your ancestors and Egypt is significant. Justice is all about things being realigned, because the scales in this card are balanced. In another deck that I have, they're imbalanced, but everything is going to work itself out in the end. With this card at the bottom, this is also, I think, a Virgo sign, if I'm not mistaken. But with Justice being here, some of you may have a court case that's going to get resolved, or you're going to have something that comes in through the form of court that's going to alleviate any stress that you may be having. So if this is not income, it's just like something being resolved that has been an issue for a long time for you. With the Wheel being here, you're moving forward. Things are changing in your life rapidly. This is also the energy of karma. So anything that is put out is going to come right back to you. So be careful with how you treat people as well, because if you treat them with disregard, you mistreat them, this is going to come right back to you. You have the knowledge and the wisdom, and I feel like a lot of you have a pure heart. You just may struggle with your shadow self, or struggle with those aspects of yourself that you're not exactly proud of. But if you can shine the light on that and just work on the aspects of yourself that do need to be tweaked a little bit, it's going to benefit you in the near future. The Seven of Cups also shows someone here struggles with either drug addiction or just addiction in general. It doesn't have to be to drugs. It can be to overeating, over-exercising, overworking yourself. There's something that you're doing excessively and this just harms you more than it does any good. So please try to find an equilibrium in the things that you do. If you smoke, just don't do it excessively. If you drink, don't do that excessively. Just moderation is something that you need to practice from what I'm seeing. With the Seven of Cups, there's also someone that you can't really forget about. This is someone that's from your past that you are not necessarily in contact with. This individual and you shared a lot of love and good times. And I feel like you've been stuck on this individual ever since you both separated. And I feel like that's actually reciprocated. Like they feel the same way about you and you can't exactly figure out why you can't let this person go. It's because they're a soulmate or there's somebody that just left a mark in your life. This individual was meant to be more of a friend rather than a romantic partner because they don't necessarily have the qualities that match what you're looking for and vice versa. Let me get another deck. That way I can get some additional messages. What do my Virgos need to know for January 14th to the 20th? What do Virgos need to know for January 14th to the 20th? We have Six of Wands. Okay, so you're going to be in the energy of victory and success, but unfortunately, this is something that you're going to have to take on your own. As you can see, this man has tears in their eyes, and it's right on top of the Wounded card. So you guys have been through a lot in your lifetime. A lot of things that you have had to overcome on your own that you haven't necessarily shared with other people. The universe sees it and they're going to make sure that you have the victory, the success, and the recognition that you deserve. It's just going to take time. With the Queen of Cups, this is showing me that you have to rely on someone that's loving and nurturing and caring and compassionate to you. There's a lot of people that disregard what you go through, or they don't necessarily give you the attention that you deserve, and it's because they're afraid of your potential, so they don't want to feed any more energy that can in a way help you surpass them. So a lot of you deal with jealousy or just people that send envy or the evil eye your way, and none of this is really going to affect you that much. But for the most part, there's somebody watching that has had a series of mistakes, and now you're kind of going over those mistakes, ruminating and just feeling sad somewhat over the lost opportunities. Just know that you cannot dwell over what you can't change because it's already happened. But your future is bright, and as long as you focus on doing the best that you can moving forward, everything is going to be okay. There is a mother figure around you that loves and cares for you very much. It doesn't have to be your mother. It could just be somebody who's in their feminine energy. And this person thinks about you and they pray for you, and they're always here for you when it comes to support. So don't feel like you have to go through everything on your own, especially because it's on the Ten of Wands. It's okay to delegate some of the responsibilities that you have to other people if you can, just so you can have a break for yourself, because a lot of Virgos, they tend to overwork themselves or just to kind of dwell too much on money and the things that, help them with their stability. But just try not to overwork yourself, because you already have so much that you're dealing with, not just mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. You're going through some sort of an ascension as well, so it's going to be uncomfortable. And with the Chariot, you're moving forward towards your destiny. Exactly. So the Chariot is all about moving forward, traveling, maybe even by car. This is also a sign that you need to make sure that your car is okay as far as getting your oil changes, tune-ups, things of that nature, because there could be something that comes up that you don't see coming, and it could be rooted in neglect, of you neglecting to take care of your car in some type of way. So just be aware of that. We also have the World card and Two of Pentacles. So anybody that hasn't been serving your life or your purpose is going to be pushed out by the universe, because the world is all about closed cycles. So some of you may be dealing with the Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, because those are the signs that represent the world. But with the World card, you're also meant to be in the public eye, or you're meant to be in the spotlight. And that may be something that turns people off, because either they feel envy because of that, or they just don't want you to be in that star-like energy, but you can't help yourself because that's who you are. So if you know that you're great at dancing, singing, anything that involves you being in the spotlight, please take advantage of that, because that's something that's going to help propel you forward, and it's also something that you're meant to do. With the Two of Pentacles, also be careful of overspending. Be careful of juggling too many things in the air at once, because it's only a matter of time before all of those fall through. So don't try to spend on people that are not going to do the same thing for you, as well as make sure that you're paying your bills first before you take on anything that's, you know, involving leisure or extracurricular activities, because your priorities need to be first. With the Eight of Swords, some of you are also having a hard time sleeping. There's something that's making you feel trapped, confined, and restricted, but whatever this is, it's just in your mind. It's not like you're actually in physical restriction. There could be one or two people that are physically locked up, but that's not going to resonate with a lot of you. And with the Eight of Swords, if you are in this energy of feeling trapped, just know that you do have the knowledge, the wisdom, and, you know, the ability to get yourself out of this mental confinement. It's probably just going to serve its purpose for a few weeks, but after that, you have to do your due diligence to get yourself out of this trapped energy. The Hierophant is here to show that you do have your ancestors and your guides watching you. Most of you also need to go through some type of spiritual ascension that you cannot control. You just have to let whatever's happening going on. And I feel with the Hierophant, some of you may be thinking about going back to school or just having some type of change in ideology. Whatever you've been taught growing up, it's like you're questioning everything that you're seeing. And it's for a good reason, because whatever you were taught growing up, that doesn't serve you anymore. So now you're trying to find something else that you can resonate with, and it may be a tad bit confusing because, you know, spirituality may be something that's new to you, but just try to go with the flow, and whatever your intuition nudges you to follow, that's what you need to do. The Ace of Cups is here to show that this is all about self-love, self-care, self-admiration. So this is a time for you to focus on yourself, not other people, not the people that you feel like you're indebted to, but focus on you, because if you're okay, then everybody around you is going to be okay as well, especially if you're like head of household or if you have children that rely on you. They're going to be okay, as well as you are mentally sound and you're stable as well. So what you have to do is you cannot feed from an empty cup. You have to make sure that you're overflowing in your love and nurturing energy first before you can pour it into others. And if somebody is keeping you as an option and you're just entertaining that, please love yourself enough to not let yourself be in this position of where you're at somebody else's mercy, because that's not fair to you, and you're already abundant and you're a blessing in anybody's life. And if they don't see it, then that's their loss. So with the Seven of Cups, let me get you an oracle deck before I close you out. What do my Virgos need to know for January 14th through the 20th? Helpful people, be assertive, and the situation will improve. Exactly. Some of you have been going through something that's been difficult, but the situation is going to improve, or you will get approved for something. Some of you are going to be signing up for a loan, an apartment, a house. It's going to be approved within time. Be assertive. So don't let people, you know, walk all over you. Don't let people speak ill against you. Stand up for yourself. And with helpful people, surround yourself with people that can help you, because like I said, you have a lot that you're carrying on your shoulders. Even if it's not physically, it's emotionally. You're having a hard time sorting out your thoughts. But if you're around somebody that you know you can trust, these are the people that are going to help you ascend and elevate. And in a way, you'll be able to repay them in the near future. So that's the end of your reading. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.